Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Y'all kick off your shoes and you set a spell, all right? Now here's your host for the show, the old Kentucky boy himself, Mr. Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Beverly Hillbillies Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. We're back from the weekend. Hope you had a great weekend. Today's video is on how the Beverly Hillbillies got sold. How it was. Let me put this a different way. How they merchandised it, presented it to the public, presented it to the TV stations and such. Pretty interesting. Let's take a look. The words Beverly Hillbillies were not going to get a lot of people to watch the show, said Al Simon. And the most important medium you could have was television. We began thinking the best thing to do was to get the top 30 stations with the largest audiences in the United States that would be carrying the show. Paul wrote very funny trailers. We had our publicity man contact every one of those stations and ask for their logos and told them we were going to do personal trailers for that station. So before the show got on the air, everyone in those major markets knew about the Beverly Hillbillies. By way of these previews, the characters of Jed, Granny, Ellie Mae, and Jethro were introduced, and viewers got a kernel of the corn that was about to captivate them. Their strategy worked. Even before airing, the show had built up an audience that had a hankering to see what these hillbilly folks were all about. During the summer months of '62, the show's publicity personnel were asked to adhere to strict edict put forth by Henning, dated June 28th, 1962. For the present, I would prefer that Buddy Ebsen, Irene Ryan, Donna Douglas, and Max Baer cease to exist as themselves. The dissemination and publication of personal biographies, personal hobbies, idiosyncrasies, so-called squibs, blurbs, plants in columns, and photographic layout of them at home are to be discouraged by every means at our disposal. No story is better than the wrong story. And a wrong story is one that damages television image of our Beverly Hillbilly characters. It was violently contrary to the whole indoctrination of the average PR man, but Henning was after quality more than quantity. Henning felt the audience would have trouble believing in the hillbilly characters if they saw publicity layouts of Max Baer boozing at a nightclub with some starlet or Buddy Ebsen steering his yacht. In fact, Max Baer was up for a guest spot on the Dobie Gillis, which would have aired in a half-hour time slot before the Hillbillies. Henning asked Baer to forsake the job. In my opinion, if Max had appeared just ahead of us in a different role, his believability as Jethro on our show would have been largely destroyed, Henning said. For Paul, it was a fixation. Only in costume, in-character publicity was allowed for the time being, till the show got running smoothly and the characters were embedded in viewers' imaginations. Henning assured the cast that after a short period of sacrifice on their part, the success of the Hillbillies would pay big dividends to them, since they would inevitably be in demand. His ideas worked. The premiere of the Beverly Hillbillies on that Wednesday night, September 26, 1962, captured nearly 50% of the viewing audience. Pure genius. I know this kind of runs out of the genre a little bit, but it reminds me of what the band Kiss did. Never to be seen without the makeup. It added to the mystique, like it added to Beverly Hillbillies' mystique, and people wanted to see. And then once they get to know the characters, then they're interested in the guys behind the scenes, which didn't get out much. Judging by the content that I'm trying to find for the Beverly Hillbillies, there's not a lot of stuff out there for their personal lives. So maybe that's the reason. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Please don't forget about classic TV facts and trivia, classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Check them out. Subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day. God bless you, and I will be praying for you.
Bye.